All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video, and this is my Buffalo Sabres at Seattle Kraken preview. So the Buffalo Sabres have called up Devin Levi, so they have three goalies going on this road trip, um, giving Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen a day off tonight versus the Kraken because they also play tomorrow in Vancouver. So they go from Seattle to Vancouver. Levi was assigned to Rochester on January 28th. He has started 17 of 20 games for Rochester prior to being recalled Saturday. Levi's performance in that span has been critical, and he has a .927 save percentage in 19 AHL games this season, tied for third in the league among goaltenders with at least 10 games played. And he's allowed 3 goals or fewer in some of those games. So he'll probably get the start tonight with Comrie the backup. Calling Levi up tells me that they've lost every bit of confidence that they had in Eric Comrie. They're saying that it's just so they can have 3 goalies for the road trip. No, it's not. Because if Levi plays exceptionally well as the backup, he will be Luukkonen's backup, and they'll probably just either send Comrie down or cut Comrie. If Luukkonen plays exceptionally well, they play tonight and tomorrow. Levi said he's excited to be back, as he should be. And let me see what the Buffalo Sabres come in at. The Buffalo Sabres come in at 32, 31, and 5. They are one game above 500. The Seattle Kraken come in at 28, 26, and 12. And the Buffalo Sabres got some help last night with the Detroit Red Wings and New York Islanders both losing. So both them games lost, or both them teams lost. So that helped us out a little bit. We haven't beaten the Kraken in the Kraken's history, so we got to somehow find a way to get this win. Hopefully Levi will be able to get that win. And then tomorrow we play Vancouver, who the last time we played them earlier in the season, we lost 1-0 to them. So that's a tough team, a very good team. They're 42, 18, and 8. And I don't know if they play tonight, so they're going to have a rest night. And the Sabres are going to be a tired team with the game being so late, and then the travel. They probably won't get into Vancouver until probably about 4 or 5, maybe 6 in the morning. And then they got their morning skate at like 9 a.m. Yeah, they're going to be a tired team. So Vancouver is a team that jumps on teams like that. When they notice you're tired, you played last night, and your game was late, they're going to pounce you. They'll probably score 6 to 8 goals on us tomorrow night because we're going to be so tired. We're not going to have our legs. We're not going to have the energy because this game is so late. It's a 10 p.m. Eastern game, so hopefully Levi can get us the win. And if Levi wins this game, I bet you can bet your ass that he's probably going to be the backup for Luukkonen the rest of this year. Especially with winning a big game like this. Comrie just can't win in this league. Comrie's not a number 2. Comrie you can use as maybe a number 55 or a 56 goalie, but Comrie's not a backup, not a third, not a fourth, he's not even a top 40 goaltender, not even a top 30. Like I said, you can use him as a 55th or a 56th goalie, but and not in big games like this. I think this move had to happen, and it looks like Levi will be in net tonight with Comrie, the backup, and then Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen tomorrow in Vancouver. So, one game at a time. We can't give up on this team. People say that they need to stop using the excuses of being a young team. Well, the reality is they are a young team. They got a bunch of kids on that roster. They are a young team. And it takes young teams a while to develop. So it's not an excuse. They're young. I mean, they're 20, 22. Hell, fucking Zach Benson's 18 years old. They're kids. You can't say that it's an excuse, because it's not an excuse. They are kids. They're young kids. They're not making an excuse for their age. They're young. And Tage Thompson said it too. They are a young team. So that they're not using excuses. It's a young team, and even the very good coaches say it takes about 5 to 6 years for really young kids like that to develop. Look at it. Took Darlene 4 years. This shit fan base was calling for Darlene's head after his second year. I mean, and it was only a second year, and the fans were saying he's gonna be nothing. Get rid of him. Look at what they're doing to Owen Power. It took Darlene like what, 4 or 5 years. It takes a while for them to develop, and I mean a while. So we're probably going to have to get used to this for quite some time, because they're not going to turn the page next year. They're probably not going to turn the page the year after that. Maybe 3 years. It might be, but it takes a while for young kids to develop. Owen Power will be good in about maybe 2-3 years. Zach Benson is going to take him a while. He's had some good stretches, but he's not NHL level yet. Like I said, he's just still learning. Matthias Samuelsson too. He can't learn because he can't stay healthy. And Byram and Darlene are killing it out there, because Byram's got the experience. He's got a Stanley Cup. He can teach these kids, but even he said it takes young guys, years to develop. His words. And he said it to Paul Hamilton in a post-game interview. It takes years for young kids to develop. So it's not an excuse. It's just reality. They're very young. They're 18, 20-year-olds who are still learning to play NHL hockey. And there's nothing anybody can do about that. And even good coaches said it. No coach can come in here and get them going within a year or so. It's going to take a coach a good few years. And even coaches have said that. It takes, with a young team like us, it's going to take quite a few years for them to get these players where they want them to be. So changing coaches every 2 to 3 years isn't going to help these kids. It's only going to kill their careers. So that's why I don't know why people are screaming to fire the coach. Firing your coach every fucking 2 years isn't going to do anything for you. It's going to kill these kids' careers, and it's going to kill their confidence. Got to beat Seattle. Got to beat Vancouver. Somehow dig down deep and find a way. And hopefully Levi can give them the saves they need to get this done. Tomorrow's going to be a very tough game. I know that Vancouver's going to jump all over us. They know we're coming in there. We're going to be a tired team. This game is 10 p.m. Eastern. They're probably, it's like what? That's like 8 o'clock in Seattle. We're going to be a tired team by the time this game ends, by the time we fly. Probably not going to get into Vancouver till about 4 or 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Probably not going to get to the hotel for a while. Then the morning skate. They're just going to be too tired, against Vancouver. Vancouver's going to pounce on them. Like I said, Vancouver's probably going to score 6 to 8 goals on Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Even though he's going to be rested, this team is going to be tired, and they're going to have a parade of shots on us, and probably a lot of them are going in. Vancouver doesn't play around with tired teams. They're going to pounce, knowing that we're in a back-to-back. So, guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. This is Sports Dom. Peace. Go Sabres. Let's somehow dig down deep and beat the Seattle Kraken. And then get ready for Vancouver tomorrow night. Stay tuned for my Buffalo Sabres at Vancouver Canucks preview. And stay tuned for my Buffalo Bills re-signing cornerback Taron Johnson to a 3-year, $31 million contract extension. But first and foremost, go Sabres. Let's beat the Seattle Kraken for the first time in their history.